city that we love. An evil force has corrupted our home. Many fell and now the bards they stand alone. Blessed power rains down in waterfall. Holy magic desired by the Emerald Cabal. Injustice rots our city's very soul. Oppression is the noble's only goal. Rebellion rings in every street and every tavern hall. Now the time has come, my friends, to all answer the call. All answer the call. Now answer the call. Sirens, Battle of the Bards is an epic 5th edition campaign and setting, set in the decadent city of Salvata. Filled to the brim with over 300 pages, 20 adventures, over 10 new bard subclasses, and countless magical items, this is a fully immersive adventure. Mystery, intrigue, and deception lurk within every dark alley. The city of Salvata features 10 districts, including battle coliseums, amphitheaters, comedy clubs, taverns, bazaars, underground magic fighting rings, a new bardic university, and much, much more. You don't need to be a bard to adventure here. All are welcome in Salvata. Dive even further into the story with our partners, Mixed Dimensions, Wormwood, Level Up Dice, Campaign Coins, and Sirenscape. With a Weave storytelling platform, Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, Shard, and Foundry VTT, you can even play virtually. With a full orchestral soundtrack, multiple endings, and new game mechanics to encourage exploration and improvisation, Sirens Battle of the Bards places your party not only in the crucible of conquest, but at the heart of a battle for the soul of a growing empire. Will you sell out? Will the city be ground to dust? Will the heavens be lured down and open before you? Will you join the Emerald Cabal, the Rebellion, or forge your own path? The fate of tens of thousands is in your party's hands. Join our Kickstarter and inspire revolution. Hi everyone, welcome to Sirens Song of Salvata. I'm your Dungeon Master, Satine Phoenix, and as you can see here, I'm with some amazing players. First, I want to welcome back Kelly Lynn D'Angelo as Phaelor. Yay, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. And also, I want to welcome Saige. Saige is our special guest today. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait for everyone to find out about you because your character is so super cute. Just so everyone knows, this game is a 6-episode game. This is episode 2, The Quest, of 6 games, and this is all in celebration of Sirens Battle of the Bards, a Kickstarter that's going on right now over at thebardbook.com. Hopefully, by the end of this game, we will hit our 160,000 stretch goal, which is the release of Keith Baker. You may know him from things such as Eberron, The Decemberist Illimat, Phoenix Dawn Command, or the Adventure Zone game. I can't remember what the rest of the title is. It's a very long title, but it's Adventure Zone, and so you know you're going to love it. Yeah, so that's at 160, and next up after that is, I believe, Alicia Teague is the next stretch goal, and you may know her from Geek Out. So we have some really amazing stretch goals to be unlocked. So far, we've unlocked Alex Kammer as a stretch goal. He's the director of Gamehole Con, and he's also a writer. He wrote the Sea King's Malice, which I ran for Jason, Charles Miller, and Cynthia, Kyle Vogt, and John Icola. So that was really fun. He's amazing. Who else did we unlock? We unlocked Nerdarchy. That was really cool. They're going to do a side quest. We also unlocked, if you're an art fan, we unlocked David Mack's custom collector's art of our College of Anatomy bards. And I believe you can see that over at thebardbook.com. And we've got some really cool things. We got awesome tiers. We have PDF. We have books in special edition, standard edition, and limited edition with GM screens that I sign. We have VTTs, Roll20, Foundry. That's Foundry VTT, Fantasy Grounds, and Shard available as well. We have a full orchestral soundtrack. We also are integrated with Sirenscape. So we use Sirenscape here. I believe we're using it. I think we're using it. And yeah, you can actually download 2 free VTTs right now, and the Sirenscape Chapter 1 and our PDF Chapter 1. We also have really awesome add-ons. For instance, I don't know, I haven't showed this to my Sirens yet, so hopefully they'll get a kick out of it the way I did, which was just me squeeing, because that's how I get a kick out of things. We got wormwood boxes. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Isn't that amazing?
Just a picture. Yeah, I haven't seen it like in 3D.
Smells so good.
Nice.
These are really cool. So it's cherry wood with an elegant engraving, and then the purple heart with the brass inlay. And a brand new style from Wormwood, which is this master vault, but they're double lined, so you can actually take out some of the foam if you want to put your minis in it. We've got really cool coins from Level Up Dice that are custom. They'll fit in this as well. But also we have, and I used it for Jasper's. We have these awesome trays. So these are the personal trays, and they have Salvata actually printed in there, so you could roll into the city. Get it? Get it? Yeah, and we should be getting the campaign coins next week and the Level Up Dice next week as well. With quarantine and everything, things are a little behind the actual shipping, but we're going to get them in. I'm going to be able to show them to you very, very soon. So first, I want to thank you all for backing, and also I want to thank you all who are going to, or at least have been sharing with their friends. So even if you can't, your support and sharing it with other people is so, it just means so much to all of us at Apotheosis Studios and my husband and myself. So please go to thebardbook.com and back us. We are currently at 158,713. So in the next 2 hours, let's do this. Let's make it up to 160,000. We've got really cool things, and you're gonna really enjoy them. And now back to the game. Thank you to our moderators, Grey Ghost Girl, DC Lasser, and Calamity Jane, and also our producer, who is also DC Lasser, running this event for us. Now, I have something new for everybody, and I didn't warn them ahead of time, but apparently my husband loves this. So now we're doing it on this stream, because apparently people roll really low and need help. So, you guys, all right. If to get a reroll, people in chat can donate 1,000 bits or a tier 1 sub. A success is 2,000 bits or a tier 2 sub, and an auto crit is 3,000 bits or a tier 3 sub. And an NPC cameo is 5,000 bits. Yeah, I think that's about right. And if you do donate, please include which character your bits go into that message chat. So you guys could possibly have some really fun rerolls, successes, or crits. Oh, okay. Well, we've already started. DC has informed me that each of you players gets a reroll thanks to 5 tier 1 gift subs.
Nice.
So thank you.
One reroll, right?
Writing that down.
Thank you. I'm gonna find out right now who gave those, because that was very generous. Yeah, it's all fun and games until you get too many rerolls. Wait a minute. That was from Callan Roar. So thank you, Callan Roar. That was very nice of you. Okay. And next up, house rules. Are you guys ready for the house rules?
Yes.
If you drop your dice, you get disadvantage. If I drop my dice, I get disadvantage. I've asked all my players to roll real dice because this is a fun game for me. I hope it's also a fun game for them because it seems real fun. If you roll a 1 during your during an encounter and you're trying to attack something, please roll the damage and then tell everyone how you hit yourself. If you want to cast a spell, you must have it in front of you ready to go. And don't forget to interact and react with one another, players, because it's this is D&D. So, if you're all settled in, let's begin. Who's going to do our recap?
All right. I definitely don't mind attempting the recap from last week. It'll be a little rough. However, I'm excited to do it. Okay, so the session started off with 4 weary travelers, 4 weary bards heading into the city of Salvata and its beautiful 10-disc setup at the behest of a woman named Alice who works for Vlanya. And they really weren't that sure why they were being called to Salvata, but when Vlanya calls, they go. So the travelers headed into Salvata. They were amazed at how beautiful it was and how it was set up. They immediately headed to a tavern that was sort of in the back through an alley. Alice was really sort of like anxious about getting them to that tavern so that they could meet 2 people that could get them to see Vlanya. There, they bumped into Alka, who was a big, brutish barbarian. Funny, but didn't play with anybody. They also met Sully, his really good friend, a satyr, and a sore bard who was super young and was actually going to be added to the Sirens, their band. Who was really, really excited to be a siren too. Anyway, Alice was like, come on, let's go. But you all look kind of scruffy. And they're like, what, you don't like what we have on? Alice said, we got to change. We went up to a store that was nearby. What was the name of the store? Does anybody remember? Don't remember, but it was a posh store. Brig actually had his own gold suit.
Already.
The rest of the crew.
So I got a gold hat to match it.
He had a gold suit. He's looking spiffy. The rest of the crew had to buy items that Alice paid for on credit so that they could look spiffy and hot. And each outfit was completely different. And it was, sort of set for the character. They all looked great. Alice ran them out into the alley so they could run up to meet Vlanya at the other tavern on an upper level. But not so fast. There was some grimy youth, posting up bills in the alleyway, papers, flyers, things that sort of hearken to the Emerald Cabal. Immediately, Jarisol was like, wait a second. Roll initiative. Fight began, and it was a hard fight that spanned a long, long, long time. The crew all took damage, but they reigned supreme. There, they headed up to the tavern in the upper levels, cleaned up. I think someone pressed to digitize them so they could be cleaned up so they wouldn't be as busted when they got up there. They made it up to the tavern, walked in. Vlanya said, what took you so long? So that's where we left off.
Yay! Thank you so much. I didn't want to interrupt you. That was really fantastic. Yeah. And also you're frozen, but you have the cutest little satyr face.
Yeah, people think it's a headshot.
Yeah.
Oh.
You froze at the perfect spot.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen. Oh, so no. I don't know how to fix that. DC, if you got any ideas,
am I frozen in the stream?
Know. Yeah, but it's like the cutest face you've got there. And I believe we can all hear you, so that's really good.
Okay. I mean, I could log off and come back in, or I could just stay here and see if it picks up. I'm going to log off and come in.
Why don't you wait and Zoom? DC will be able to let you know.
Okay.
if we have to
This is
do
all
that.
part of my trick. Sure.
Just turn the camera off and on and off and on.
Oh, you're back for me.
No way. See,
Oh.
thank you. Why didn't we think of that?
Hey!
Yay!
Hey.
Awesome. Okay.
Hide from me forever.
I mean, I just wanted to make sure we could see your awesome makeup and face, and also everyone looks so adorable. Even you, Jason Charles Miller, you look so cute. Okay, a serious face. I'm the dungeon master. Okay, so that was an awesome recap. Thank you. And now we're going to fast forward a little bit because Girasol is not here. So after meeting up with Vlanya, she has sent Girasol and Alice to go to the Salvata University to gather information on the goings on up there. And when the sun sets, Vlanya says farewell to Alka and escorts her group to her secret hideout. And on the way over there, she explains to you guys. This is like one of those walking, talking kind of montages. So imagine you were on the second level and she's kind of making her way around, but she's actually walking you around in circles. Everyone roll me stealth. I'm sorry, not stealth, survival. To kind of like, she's winding this tail and it's very distracting.
19.
9.
16.
Cool. Anyone else? What'd you get?
I don't have survival.
All right. Okay, well, with a 19, you can keep track of where you're going, but everyone else is kind of just following her, and she talks much like myself, a lot of hand movements and gestures. But you guys are walking through the city. Suddenly you get to this darker area, and then it lightens up, and then she kind of doubles back, and there's beautiful architecture. You know, this is the second district, and it's much nicer than the first district that was kind of like a big theme park and had beautiful amphitheaters and restaurants everywhere. This place is just crafted, beautifully crafted, sculptures, pillars, and suddenly you realize that you have entered her front door, and this whole time she's been explaining to you, so this is part of the whirlwind. I am so sorry to say, and also very excited to say, that the Emerald Cabal has infiltrated this city. And the problem is that we can't really tell who they are. They meet in secret and have become very good at what they do. And also, I'm afraid that they've improved their concoction, and they call it the Elixir of the Gods. The nobles, they're very secretive. You know, I've been able to get my hands on a couple of them, and it's just super boosted with the magic waters here in Salvata. This cassava is infused with it, and by itself the holy waters are amazing, but with this elixir, I'm afraid that it's going to be very enticing to people to stay young forever, even though they crush up beautiful, exotic, magical creatures to get it.
So this is the same formula that we thought we had destroyed.
Well, much like season 2, you found out that they had a bigger, better, faster, stronger machine. And now that they're here in Salvata, I don't know where the machine is here, and I don't know who's doing all of the infusing. Or it's been very hard. I've been doing a lot of work, and so she opens the door to her hideout, and it's this beautiful 2-story loft, boudoir, lounge. It's like mahogany. Imagine a 2-story library, and in the corner you see a room, and even from the door you can see that this room is just covered in those white strings you've seen from her previous conspiracy room. And also sitting on the couch enjoying themselves very lusciously, it looks like Phalor and a fairy.
Baylor.
Baylor, we missed you.
Oh,
Guess
good
what?
to see you all. Hello.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Are
I'm so
these your
excited.
friends?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the ones I've been telling you about. Hi. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm just very excited. I love new people so much. Hello. Hi. I am Poppy, and I will just kind of like skitter over. It takes me a while to get over because I'm only about yay big. So I'll just kind of jump down. I would like to think I was kind of perched up on the back of the couch and kind of climb on down to their feet and just.
Hi.
Hi,
make
Poppy.
friends. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Phaelor, I'm just so overwhelmed to see you. I have a welcome song for you. You're the light at the end of the tunnel. Salvata's now home for today. We've got a new siren named Sullivan, singing hum-dee-da day. Welcome back.
Yay! You guys know each other?
Do
Oh,
we know
yeah.
You all know each
Oh,
other?
we go
Baylor's
way
with Siren.
back. Sullivan, you are going to love Phaelor. You're going to love each other.
You have a new siren?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Sullivan,
you are.
introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Sully. I'm new to all these people. I'm not used to being in a band, but I like the idea of being in a band. You're a tiefling, yeah?
Yes, I'm a tiefling. And you're not a tiefling, though you have the ears kind of a tiefling, but they're shaped much more grander. What are you?
Yeah. Sully sort of jumps backwards and she starts clapping her feet. I'm a satyr. Can you tell from the hooves? Ignore the boots. I have boots on. She takes one boot off and shows you. Hooves! I'm a satyr. However, I did grow up with a lot of tieflings, so you feel like family, even though I don't know you. I don't know the little one. Is the little one a siren as well?
I am
Hi.
Poppy.
You bite?
No, not at all. Well, I specifically make a point not to.
Okay.
Poppy and I have been having sleepovers. Well, I've only been in Salvata for a little bit longer than I think you all have, but Poppy and I met, and then I went to her home, and we're both quite young, and so I've never had sleepover unless it was in like a dungeon in a prison in the Underdark, and I was just being served gruel. So it was really nice to have like a more normal sleepover with just beautiful fairies. It was incredible, and my aunties didn't eat her. I don't know how they would. They were so small. They kept making a stew and saying, "Oh, we'll show you our true form one day." I don't know what they meant, but it was real fun. That's never happened before.
You're a fairy, right? A fairy?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'll just kind of like flutter up and land on Sullivan's shoulder.
She tickles. I was afraid she'd bite me or sting me, but I don't think so. And Sully takes out of her bag a piece of licorice. Do you like licorice, little one? And she hands it to
Poppy will just like devour it. Like her teeth, when she reveals them, are a little sharper than you would have expected. And she just like gnaws it to shreds.
Sully
This
picks
is
her
so
up.
kind. This is the most
Sort of-
amazing thing anyone's ever done for me. Thank you.
Licorice?
She's so cute. Look at her ponytails. I just realized this is the first time I've ever been to Vlanya's home.
Oh, yes. I hope you enjoy it. So this is Poppy, and Poppy is not a new siren, but she is here to participate in the quest that I'm sending you on for this season.
I followed Phaelor here. I really could use the help, and to be honest with you, Poppy is really, really good at things you wouldn't expect. So she's got some tricks up her sleeve, and I asked Vlanya, if she seemed like a good fit for a little bit, and Vlanya seemed to be interested in it. And we've been hanging out and eating these grapes, and I just pull out like a huge handful of like grapes that we've been feeding ourselves.
Where did you find those?
I I can't say exactly. But I found them and I started eating them.
Okay. I'm sure they're fine. Please, everyone make yourselves at home.
Sit down. Hey, Poppy, can you turn invisible?
Oh, well, I've never tried before. Oh,
Okay. I'll cast Misty Step just to like pop
There she
over.
goes.
It worked. Oh wait, you're over there.
That's so funny. I've never
I
been
just-
around something so small. I
She
mean,
said that you
even-
had tricks up your sleeve, so I was just trying to figure out what you could do and what you couldn't do, and how we can, utilize you today.
Oh, of course. I will. Is there like an open window or anything nearby?
There is.
I will just kind of flutter over to the edge of an open window and I will firebolt out it.
Would you not? This is a hideout. Please, it's a
Oh,
hideout.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad.
I'm not sure if it's
I
going to be a
won't do it
hideout
again.
for much longer.
I close the window.
Oh.
Oh, wait, Lanya, before you close the window, I never get to use this. And then I close my eyes and like darkness comes from my eyes and my horns circle in like shadowy energy and just like this horrific sound from like something of another world comes out of my mouth and then the windows just close using thaumaturgy.
Oh, thank you. That's actually quite helpful.
Love that's music to my ears, though. I'm sort of the sonic baby here, so any nice weird noises, welcome to me. Unless they're disgusting. Brig, I'm talking to you. No
Hey!
disgusting noises, right? Make
All
them
right.
say.
It was just that one
thing
time.
I wanted to remind everyone, we came from lower level and we bumped into a whole slimy crew of ruffians that attacked us. And they were definitely working for the Emeralds Cabal.
Yes, they had green
people
masks
you-
on.
Yes,
The green masks, and
So-
it was all different types of creatures as well.
yes. So they're either getting stronger or they're picking up more agents for their cause of... That's something to keep in mind, that's all.
Yeah, they're getting bolder either way,
Yes. So
which
I mean, I don't
probably
know
means
what
they're getting
we're-
stronger too.
Is there any sort of lead that you have gotten, Lanya, that maybe we can trail? I know that, Zaris, she's got great tracking skills and she's fought many a creature. So both with her
Really?
voice and with her skills, I'm following her.
Well, please sit down. I will explain
Okay.
everything. So you guys gather around. It's like there's chase lounges. There's a coffee table that has tea on it, and there's enough seating for everyone. And she says, she whips out these passes. Says, I have actually gathered you here because you are the Sirens, and I need someone very, very famous to go up to the 9th district. It is very, very exclusive. There's an event happening, and I believe that maybe the Grand Chancellor of Salvata might be involved with the Emerald Cabal or knows about it. I think so, but I need you guys to infiltrate this party. I've got these passes that will take you up there. It's very hard to get these. It'll actually only allow you a couple hours up there. They're very hard to get, let me tell you. So don't lose them. And the moment it expires, you'll get escorted back down here. So yes,
Embarrassing. So
yes. But I need you to go and perform at the Symphony of Creation up on the 9th district. It's the Symphony Hall. It's very fancy, and I see that you are prepared for that with your amazing outfits. And she looks over at Phalor. Do you have something, my dear, that you could wear?
Oh, I got a good spell up my sleeve that I could always just cast on myself. Because everybody that's ever traveled with me knows that I always cast it spot on and never, ever, ever get anything wrong.
And I just pat Phalor on the back a little too hard.
Oh boy.
I want to see what you're putting on.
Oh, should I do it now?
Yeah.
Just for like
I
a
mean,
little
if we're
test?
going.
Okay, all right. So then I'm going to cast Disguise Self as I take a moment, and I'm just gonna roll for my girl.
Perfect.
Okay. As she twists and turns, like getting really excited to show Poppy, her new friend, and Sully too, what she can do. She gets a little like too into it, as she often does. And as she twists and comes around, she ends up kind of looking like an homage to both Poppy and Sully, but like not the good parts. It's like she
Oh,
shaved
God.
herself a bit, and she has like kind of Poppy's pigtails, but they're not, like they're lopsided, and they're like on one side of her head. And then Sully's claws are just like she looks like more like a naked Sully, like not in a bad way. It's just she went full satyr, like she went full fur. And so she's just looking at her like normal tiefling face features.
You look amazing.
One moment, and she runs into her like bedroom area of this loft. She comes back with some fabric and kind of wraps it around you, and it looks like this it's like dress scarf thing. There you are.
It covers everything I just created.
Yep.
That's the point.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I then pluck a flower out of my hair and walk over, and I know this will do the trick. I just place it right on her ear, and I'm like, "You look beautiful, Phalor."
Thank you. Would I make a pretty elf?
Yes, you absolutely would, but you're an even more beautiful tiefling.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, you're all well dressed, and if you will all cheers with me, I have made a special brew for you here. And you look down, and the tea actually has this amethyst and golden glow to it. Looks quite magical.
What's in this tea, Vlanya?
Oh, you're going to like it very much.
Is it going to help us with something?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Is it gonna make us drunk?
No, dear, it's got pure cassava tonic in it. It's very hard to get a hold of.
Sounds good to me. And Poppy just dunks her head in the side of a cup. Just full on.
That's a way to do it, yes. Cheers to the Sirens reunion.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink. And everybody who drank it, you all feel like you've just received the effects of a long rest. This is a Salvata specialty. This
Nice.
You can only get this up at the very top. It's very, very hard to get. Much like these tickets. And also, if everyone can roll me a d4, and we will go in order of the screen on Twitch. So, Alicia, what'd you get?
2.
2. You, okay, so this is right out of our book. You may maintain 2 concentration spells simultaneously for an hour. All right, next up. That is Kelly.
I rolled a 3.
3. This is so fun. I haven't actually said these out loud before. I've only been writing them. Okay. At some point during today's show, you can have the effects of the haste spell. For 1 minute, you get it for 1 minute without requiring concentration. Next up, Jason.
I got a 4.
4. You gain 2d8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Perfect.
Should I roll for them right now?
Yeah.
I will. 9 more hit points. Sweet.
Nice.
Yes.
Kenley.
Great. I got a 2.
2. You also may maintain 2 concentration spells simultaneously for 1 hour. And Saige.
That is a 4.
You gain 2d8 temporary hit points. Yay! Hooray! Pure
The little
cassava.
beast.
And with that, she said, and So this, I really want you to be prepared. I feel like a long rest is needed. And
Oh
you
my
kind of
God.
close your eyes and you fill your spell slots. Boop, 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 boop. Come
This
back.
tea, Blanya, is the best thing I think I've ever drank in my life.
Oh, it's true. It is.
The
It is
best,
the best
best
thing.
meditation I've had.
It tastes
Is
like
it
you
made
take
of?
the essence of like Poppy and then you like turn her body like a towel, like a wet towel, and then you that's what it tastes like.
Do you want to try that?
No,
No.
not here. I'm afraid of what might happen. Not in this
Okay.
room anyway.
Where I'm from, that's the deepest of compliments.
What is in this
Okay.
tea?
This is pure cassava, the wellspring that feeds all of us here in Salvata. The waters that run all the way down from the top or come from the wellspring that is deep down in the earth. And one of the problems here in the city is the nobles way up top are siphoning the good stuff. And by the time it gets down here, there's barely any magic left. So-
Vanya, maybe we should take some with us just in case. Once we're up there, we get into some trouble, whatever. You know, might be good to have a little of that extra on the side.
Wouldn't it though? Unfortunately, it's very, very expensive, even far too expensive for myself. You don't want to know what I had to do to get just this for you. That's how important it is for you to go up there and infiltrate this symphony hall. But I have you performing there.
Okay.
So this is what I need from you. Your quest, should you choose to accept, is to find out if the Chancellor is, Miss Calrath, is actually involved with the Emerald Cabal. And by going and performing at the Centennial pregame celebrations on level 9, and just so you guys know, there's this whole Battle of the Bands situation happening in a couple weeks, and I just want to get as much information as possible before that begins. Every 100 years they do this celebration, this grand invocation, so that the gods may bless the wellspring here. And I think this is the very last one. Calrath, the Grand Chancellor, is building something up on District 10, and not many people are allowed to go up there. And
There's a
yes,
District
he's
10?
very secretive, but he usually isn't that secretive. He's usually very outrageous. The man rides a white tiger.
Wow.
Extra. He's
Mm.
super
Very
extra, it sounds
colorful.
like.
He's delightfully extra, actually. Yes. So what I have found out is that he is meeting somebody at the symphony, and I need you to find out who it is and why.
Okay, Louise meets him
Right.
at the symphony and why. I guess when we get up there, we'll definitely know who the Chancellor is just by his attention and by the way he looks. So we'll have a name tag that says, "Hi, I'm the Chancellor"
Well,
on it.
you cannot miss this Chancellor.
He's got a white tiger.
He's got a white tiger.
Yeah,
He's
well known by his
very
tiger.
handsome. He has a goatee. He's got long hair that he wears partially up in a bun, and he's got these beautiful robes that have the entire history of Salvata on it. It's quite colorful. He's very proud to be the Chancellor here. Let me put it that way. You can't miss him. And then she goes, click, and in front is this piece of art. This looks like this rotating sculpture of him that I believe you can see if you download the chapter 1 PDF on the bardbook.com.
Ooh.
What was that URL again?
Bardbook.com?
Thebardbook.com. Okay.
Bardbook.com.
Thebardbook.com. Just wanted to make sure.
No, yeah, yes, yes, it's another dimension that you can go to also see an image of Calrath and his wonderful cloak.
He's
So-
almost too pretty.
What was that?
He's like really pretty, very
He's like-
symmetrical.
Oh boy.
Isn't he though? He's very, very handsome. So that's the quest. It's quite simple. I believe in you. What could go wrong?
Nothing. Not where we're concerned. But I
We're
have a
good.
question. Are you going to come with us, Vanya, or you're going
No.
to stay here?
No, unfortunately, I am managing quite a few bands here. I'm trying to get a few of them into this contest. See, the Battle of the Bands. There are these brackets, and these bands have to compete against each other in order to move up and be the final performers in this grand invocation.
But who's
It's
your favorite band you manage?
oh, you, of course,
Who is it?
Sirens.
Good answer.
Oh, thank you.
What happens to the bands that lose?
Well, it depends on how they lose. Yeah. And she just
You have
sits
to
there real
win.
quiet, like,
But tonight we're just an exhibition, right? We're not in the competition tonight.
exactly. No,
Okay.
no, no.
Ugh.
The nobles like to have their pre-game party, the centennial pre-game celebration.
Do you
Alright.
know if there's anybody up there who's on our side that we can connect with and get some more information about?
Not in this event. It's quite exclusive. It was very hard to get you guys in the first place, which is why I'm sending you in there.
Undercover. Like
Yes.
spies. All of us are like
Yeah.
spies.
Well, you are
Puppy?
spies. That's part of the whole deal, Sully.
Sorry, that's for the
Yeah, it's a
Puppy.
band,
Right.
but it's also spies. Yes.
band, like, but we're
Spy
totally
band.
spies at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
It's
hear
going to be
Sully's
more cool than I
hooves.
thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I hear her hooves go, and I'm just like, it's going so fast. I just kinda like, I just kind of nudge her little foot. I'm like, that's enough. I'm like, cute, but that's enough.
So,
Poppy, do you have any instruments you play, or do you dance, or do you sing, or do you? What do
Oh,
you want to do?
well-
Perform?
No, not in particular. I could, and I'll just throw up some dancing lights. I could make the stage beautiful while you perform.
Like I'll throw them
Great.
around, kind of like spotlights on each of the people.
Yeah, we could be like a whole performance, be like a concert. Yes.
This is amazing. It's like projections. It's like lighting design. You're really good at this.
I wrote a new song this week too that I can't wait to play.
I can't wait to hear
I can't wait to dance to it.
Gonna be
All
great.
right.
I can't wait to
time?
see you dance. That looks really cool. I can't
you.
wait. Oh wow. We'll have to talk more about it. You seem to have a very unique skill.
Thank you. It's one of the only things I'm good at, so I don't mind showing off. That and making lots of noise.
I'm gonna get
I'll
like
be quiet
really
now.
close to Sully's like ear on her shoulder and just go,
Oh, don't say that. Oh, I bet you're good at so many things. Oh no, that's not nice to you. And you're like one of my best friends.
You guys just see Sally crying out of nowhere for some reason. She's like,
That teardrop is huge.
this little person means a lot more to me than you know. So we should probably make sure that she doesn't get stepped on or killed, right?
I'm great at not getting killed. It's okay.
Right, good.
Sully, you're saying this, you're having this awesome interaction with your new best friend, and suddenly there's an echo in your head, and you're filled with a reroll, I believe. You have a reroll, and it is from, and the name that is whispered in your ear is Missing Role Player Found. So you have a reroll
Missing.
from Missing Role Player Found.
Oh, so which one do I? Any reroll?
Yeah, you can hold on to it. You have a reroll for today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So if you're ready, then I guess you should be off.
Do you have a cool way that we can get there? We always usually give an apple and got a nice little carriage ride around. So do you
Oh,
have
yes. As a matter of fact, yes. Unfortunately, there are no carriages that are moving up and down. You must take the long way, but it is quite fun. I believe you'll very much enjoy it. And Ruby's mark is not going to be with you.
Oh, Ruby's.
Yes.
Okay.
He has to stay vertical. Horizontal. You'll see. So you guys are going to be off, and
Yes.
you make
do
your way
this.
out, And Zaris, I believe, rolled the highest in that survival. So Zaris leads you, has a map and leads you to the center column, which is the center of Salvata. And this is where the wellspring actually shoots up through that middle mountain. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about.
That's
This
where
is what
we
it looks
live.
like. So this center pillar here is actually a massive hollowed out mountain, and there's this upside down waterfall that jets all the way up to District 10. And you guys are going to walk your way up the pillar. So you make your way in, like you're following people, and you see as they enter this doorway, they kind of flip and disappear. And you make your way in and you look up, and people are walking on the walls, and it's the beautiful glow of that the center siphon, the water that's coming up. It's almost like if you can imagine Niagara Falls. It is massive and people are enjoying it. You're seeing beautiful lawn, but you can actually see all around. I mean, not through the geyser, but you can see this beautiful inside of the mountain. And there's gardens in it as well. But you do have to walk all the way to the 9th district, which I will not make you force your way up. We will just boop, pop up there. And it was a really beautiful sight. And you guys had a really nice time walking through the gardens. But since this is a 2-hour show, we're going to zoom you up there.
Hey, we got tickets. We got tickets.
You got tickets. But you do get to the entrance of District 9. And there's somebody there, and you even hand them the tickets, and they're very judgmental, I guess would be. Yeah, they're kind of judgmental, but you guys are the Sirens, and
We're
you
the
say
headlining
so
show
much.
here.
Exactly. And Poppy is so impressed that the person at the door of this district, Lord Coyote 2000, has donated you a reroll. So thank you, Lord Coyote 2000, for that reroll.
Well,
That door person was nice, right? No. Yes?
Yeah.
Extremely nice.
This district, as you walk into it, is massive. It's so beautiful. It's like, there's beautiful archways, there's beautiful gardens. Everything seems extra, but even more extra than the 2nd district. This is opulence at its best. This is the Neiman Marcus of Salvata. You have gardens, museums, and you see from this distance, you see the symphony hall, and it's beautiful. And there's lights and like spotlights shooting up into the sky. They're definitely having an event there. And you guys walk up, and there are other people walking up. There's like this district has its own carriages, like a taxi system to cart people around, kind of like when you're in San Diego Comic-Con, and those guys are running around with their what are those called? Those surreys, kind of like a surrey.
Pedicab?
Yeah.
Like a pedicab, but
Yeah.
they're like
Yeah,
really
exactly.
opulent and fancy, like super gilded. And and unseen servants drive them, obviously. And so you guys are making your way up to this entrance.
Quick, look posh. Like you belong here.
Okay.
I like put my hand down my hair. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Who put? There's so many flowers in my hair. Who did this? Who put all these flowers in my hair? I don't know, Phalor.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that. I tried to put grapes in your hair, but they've just.
Okay. Well,
I've been
Can you
eating
use
a
them?
lot of them. Do I have grapes all over my face?
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay.
you're very purple.
It's a choice.
Yep.
We're like, Greg, you have the tickets, right? Did you
Oh
bring
yeah,
the tickets?
yeah. I got them. They're right here. They're right here. I got the tickets right here.
Imagine if we forgot them back at Flanya's house.
I know. It's weird that we need tickets to get into a show that we're performing at, but I'm not going to question it. It's level 9. It's level 9 crazy stuff. These people they got their own things going on here. You need tickets for everything. So yeah, I guess where do we go? We're the performers tonight. Where might we set up? Where would you like us to go?
So you walk up to the door, and there is a minotaur in a very, very elegant suit. And he says, you're performing. Show me your passes.
Here you go. And might I say, you are the most, the best dressed minotaur I've ever seen in my entire life, sir.
Another one walks out from the door and hears you say that, and he like shrinks and he goes back inside. The guy feels pretty good. You can see he's like, thank you so much. He looks at your tickets. Oh my goodness, we got to get you in there. You're up next.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
All right,
We have no time to rehearse.
He does this whistle, and the other guy comes out, but he's kind of looking at Brig like, and he stands there. He's like, please come follow me. And it's like, it's a full gala. People are dressed up. There's places to buy drinks and people are mingling. And then there's a big symphony hall further deeper into this place. The symphony, it's got a stage. And on the stage right now are 2 gentlemen, and they are 2 tieflings. One has really long black hair. The other one has really long white hair. And they are rocking out on these cellos, just full metal on these cellos, and people are just clapping in the audience as they're performing.
Impressive.
All right, Brig. Brig, you're next, so you better
Listen,
bring it.
I got a new song. I'm ready for this. Whatever you guys want to do to back me up, I'm ready.
To be one of the nicest venues we've ever even performed at. It's quite beautiful.
And I look at the other Minotaur and I say quietly, I said, look, the only reason I told him that he was the best dressed Minotaur I've ever seen is because I hadn't seen you yet. Okay? You're actually the best dressed Minotaur I've ever seen. Don't worry about it.
Roll me a deception.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
I got a 12.
Nice. He looks at you and is kind of like, okay. You don't get the feeling he actually believes you.
At least he didn't beat me up. Luckily, he didn't torture me or anything.
I whisper into his ear. I say, well, there's a big difference between a minotaur and a manitar. And you are looking real manly.
Cyrus. Okay, roll me a persuasion or performance.
All right. That is a 10.
Okay, so that doesn't make it. But go ahead and
Wait.
tell me. Yes.
Reroll? Wait, no, I want to wait. I want to wait.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me how you messed this up.
So as I'm saying it and as I'm whispering, all the flowers that someone has put in my hair, just kind of as I'm leaning over to try to be somewhat sexy. Zaris is, she's an elf, but she doesn't major in that department. So as she's doing it, the flowers just start coming down, and she starts just like minotaur, and all the pollen just starts going up her nose.
And he starts doing it too. Unfortunately, it's much messier than yours, and he was leaning in to try to hear you. So I'm going to roll a d8, and that is going to just...
Ew.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Would you like a handkerchief or something?
Yeah.
You can
Does
keep it.
anybody got that thing that another siren has where you can clean stuff?
I could do it. I'll come over and I'll press the digitation, and if allowed, I'll land on Zaris's shoulder and go, what is the difference?
I'll tell you when you're older, when you're my age 150.
Oh. Okay. And then I'll just keep kind of prestidigitizing because I small areas at a time.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you.
Mr.
I'm-
Guitar Man,
Yeah.
who are those people currently performing?
Oh, they are realms famous. Oh yes, yes. They're called the Pride of Young Koth. They actually have a singer, but they couldn't summon him. Their patron is the singer, but they couldn't summon him here. That wasn't allowed. So, yep. They're just these really awesome metal cellists. They're pretty great,
You're like the best band I've ever heard.
aren't they
Well, now
beautiful?
we-
Besides
showed up.
us,
Well, I
right?
haven't heard
Besides
it yet.
us.
Oh, I'm sure that you'll be way better. You're gonna be amazing. Then you'll be the best band I ever heard.
All right.
After, also more.
Poppy is our lighting director. That's why.
And PR person as well.
And
Oh.
wardrobe.
Well, they're just about finished, so well, you're gonna go on right after them. I'm really glad you guys made it because we don't really we didn't have anyone to just fill in.
Could you
So,
answer a question,
Bill in.
Mr. Yeah. Where would we find the Chancellor in the room? We want to make sure he doesn't miss our performance. After all, we're here to perform for him.
oh yeah, he's right over there, and he points over. You guys are now like back. You can kind of see the stage. You can see the audience and all their seats, and he's pointing over and looks like there's a whole booth section, and he's there and he's like petting his tiger and he's enjoying the music.
He looks very spiffy on that tiger of his. Doesn't bite.
That won't be a
Doesn't-
problem with me
yeah.
around.
Thank you so much. Is there some sort of space where we can all collect ourselves and prepare our voices and instruments and our lights?
What? Yes, I'm right here. And he takes you in the back, and there's a green room. But you are live in like 2 minutes, so. you
Oh,
better hurry.
Minutes is good. Thank
Okay.
you.
And he exits.
Everybody, come together real quick. Sully, good job. And get in the figuring out where the Chancellor was. What are we gonna do? I got
Maybe
an idea, but like I don't think it's good.
Oh boy.
you don't think
there's no bad ideas here.
Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna throw something on the table here, and I don't know how it's going to happen, but at some point we need to get that tiger away, and then I'm going to polymorph into it, so I can hang out next to him and listen.
I love
only
that
thing-
idea.
The only idea I got.
I could very easily entice the tiger away, perhaps. I have a few tricks up my sleeve with tigers.
In the middle of a performance, you can do all this?
I am a little stealthy. I might just give you guys the spotlight.
All right.
Trust me, my new song, it's totally funny. It'll have the crowd in stitches. They'll be laughing. Nobody will be looking at the tiger.
Right. So if we can create some sort of like pandemonium, maybe with pandas, that would be fun. But it doesn't have to be with pandas. If we can create some pandemonium, and then we can get the tiger, just be predisposed. Don't have to kill it or anything. I just got to be in its form for a little bit, right? Listen in, drop in, and then get the information we need, and then no one will be none the wiser, right?
Yes, that's right. So
It's a
what to
foolproof
do?
plan.
All right.
Perhaps,
What? What?
while you guys are playing, I will be in charge of the fog machine.
The fog
Oh.
machine.
I get it. The fog machine.
I don't get it.
So when you perform, it looks nice with the lights when you have a fog machine going, but also
Machine.
it makes things a little tricky to see.
Oh, sorry. This is my first performance and my first party.
What?
I'm so excited.
Right. So you light the
Yeah.
fog machine.
Machine.
We do the old switcheroo with the tiger. Phalor does the old listen in, and we're good to go. But where are you going
What
to
am I
put the
doing? Oh,
where
I'm
are you
dancing. Sorry.
where are you going to put the first tiger?
Well,
That's right.
That's exactly it. I'm worried we're gonna need some people who can handle tigers or keep the audience entertained or
I
create.
mean, Zaris is good with animals, but I don't know if she's that good.
Wait a minute. I could make the tiger with an illusion look like something else, but it'd be really weird if I turn it into an elf and then all of a sudden the elf starts licking its butt in front of the audience.
Or
Right.
eating everybody.
Yeah, or starts attacking everyone.
I could make it all super dark. I could cut the lights.
Still,
Super dark, super foggy, light, dance.
tigers
Put the
can
lights up,
see in the
take 'em
dark
down,
though.
and then darkness.
But tigers can see in the dark.
Oh, right.
They stalk their prey at night and will still probably eat someone.
Can Phalor see in the dark?
Okay, so making it invisible doesn't help
I
either.
can't see in darkness, but I can see in lower light, but not in true darkness.
Phalor,
From the Underdark, though?
Darkness.
Phalor, what if you polymorphed the tiger and yourself?
Can you do that?
I wish I was that strong. I
But-
think I
Have
can only
double
polymorph
concentration
one
spell.
thing. I mean, I could polymorph the tiger, but
But
how would
can't
we
you-
get close?
Didn't the tea make you be able to concentrate on 2 spells at the same time?
I
No,
have it.
mine wasn't that particular feat. I wish it was, because all of my spells
have
are
it.
concentration.
Mm.
I can
But I
speak
don't
with
have polymorph.
animals. I can speak with animals. I know what the tiger, a little treat perhaps the tiger might like. Maybe a little.
Licorice.
Okay, you,
Licorice.
you speak with the tiger, you entice him back into our dressing room, give him some treats. Phalor becomes the other tiger, figures out the information. We're all good.
Sully, do you have any meat licorice on ya?
No, but we could make it smell like meat. Easy,
Oh, yes.
right? We have that ability somewhere. One of us, Puppy does.
I
We
can
can
do
make my
that.
licorice smell like meat.
Yeah. I
If
can
you hand
use a
out-
prestidigitation and I can
Yeah.
make it.
Ooh, perfect.
I mean, there is also a world in which I could just turn into a fly, but that's not this one. So I think we should do this.
I'm almost fly size anyways. Do you need me to be a bait?
Maybe
No.
that can be like the backup thing.
Okay.
Just in case this land is
Yeah.
We have to not forget, we need Puppy to create dancing lights and all the, ambiance to make us look like real rock stars when we're up on stage. That's part of the show.
Yes. And if there's any way we can pin it on the tieflings. If anything goes wrong, we should throw it at them.
Really?
Yeah, the other band. Hey, it's Battle of the Bands. It's going to be
That's
happening. Not today,
True.
but we're going to be competing against them eventually in this
Yeah,
Battle of the Bands. So
never,
if we got to take
ever-
them out, let's take them out.
Never ever trust a tiefling. Ever.
Let's
They
do
are
it.
just they are not trustworthy creatures. I once thought maybe it was different, and then they betrayed me. Eloise just stabbed me in the back. It was a whole thing. Tieflings are not to be trusted.
Except for you, right?
I'm not a tief. Oh. Let's not get into the
No.
nuance of that.
Well, all right. I think
Perhaps we can have therapy as a group later, and we can talk
Yeah.
about this at some point. Yes, us you sort of tease this out.
That's fair.
But for now,
Let's do
we
the
have to get
plan.
this performance together. How many more minutes do we have before we're on?
0. We're on.
3, 2, 1. The audience applauds, and you peek your head out, and the 2 tieflings they bow very deeply. They pick up their cellos that are like smoking because they were playing so vigorously, and they walk to where you guys are. And as you're walking on stage, it's like all of a sudden time slows, and your eyes lock with theirs. But then you keep moving forward onto the stage.
Your band is here. We are the Sirens, and we're here to perform for you tonight at the behest of the amazing Chancellor here at Salvata. Welcome, everyone, to our performance. We've been practicing it forever.
Ladies and
Nice.
gentlemen, this song is a tribute to a creature that is an unsung hero, needs has never been given the accolades it so richly deserves. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this tribute to this wonderful creature.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on you to make your voice echo, Bridge.
I'll use minor illusion to make pyrotechnics.
Did you ever wonder why this dungeon floor's so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here, you can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasure everywhere. The rogue sees something shiny, he takes off down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's run into a wall. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube.
The audience roars. Sully, what was your dance? Describe the dance that's happening.
Okay, when Brig was performing that amazing song, Sully tossed her baton up in the air like one of those pop-up tents. It popped open to this beautiful, big, sparkly hoop that was pink and yellow. And she proceeded to do this amazing, the hoop stayed in the sky, just like in place. And she did this amazing sort of lyra dance, aerial, like jumping on the hoop, swinging around it, hanging from one leg, throwing one leg. It was all very liquid because that used to be her name when she performed with her troupe. They called her the Liquid Lyra Girl.
Oh.
And so right now at the end, she's sort of just sitting on it in the air and swinging and enjoying the accolades from the audience.
Jason Charles Miller, that was amazing. Like seriously, I hate.
Stand.
I need to like celebrate you for a second. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. We wrote that on Tuesday on the Bardic Inspiration show.
Oh,
So,
amazing!
yeah.
Oh, thank you
So
for
good.
sharing that with us. That's awesome.
Alicia,
And
fangirl.
okay, so
There's two more verses and a spoken word part, but the adventure needs to continue.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And also next time, definitely we love all your music. So if you want to carry on, please do. But right now
Okay.
we're going to pause it right here. And while all this was happening, what else is happening?
Well, as soon as Poppy had cast her dancing lights, I cast fog cloud, which creates this 20-foot kind of fog. And at first I try to withhold, so it just kind of slowly seeps on. The lights look beautiful. And then for the second when he goes into that chorus, I add my dancing lights to the other dancing lights. So it's this mega boom. And with the fog, it just lights up the lights and everyone's just watching. But you can see a little bit. The fog is getting a little thicker. And I start to walk over to talk to said kitty cat.
Awesome. As you're walking up, so that's what you're doing. Phelor, did you go already?
No, I think that Thalor during this would just try to be keeping close to anyone who's going to be approaching the Chancellor, because she does have to cast polymorph on herself almost like split second. So she's trying to get like as close as possible to get like a visual and make sure she can transform right in time.
Awesome. So, speaking of little tigers, come here, PG. Come on, get up. I know you're going to do this. Okay, now that I asked her, of course she's not going to. As you two are moving closer, you do see somebody rush in. They look like an elf, kind of androgynous actually, and they rush up and they whisper something into Calrath's ear, and he gets up and he kind of pats on the tiger and says, "Stay." And the tiger goes, and he gets up and he starts moving out. So that is the actions that are happening out there. And as everyone's performing on stage, I'm going to need everyone on stage to make me a save.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I need JCM to make me a wisdom save.
Oh, good. 17.
But is it enough?
I don't know.
What?
It is enough.
Okay. Like that's pretty powerful stuff there.
Yeah. This is a pretty interesting thing happening. And everyone else, no, actually everyone also make me a wisdom save. So
I
this is for
just
something
rolled
else.
a nat
Nat
20,
tw-
assuming
nat
that I was
20?
on stage running around doing
No
lights.
way!
No.
You got 2 nat 20s?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, it's
and
a
Because we
So
both did
burning
dance.
my reroll.
yeah, it's us
I'm gonna
with
use my reroll.
our life
I got a
work.
4.
I'm burning my reroll too.
double whammy. All right.
Okay,
We
much
synced.
better. Oh my god. Okay.
What'd you get?
7.
19.
All right. 19 makes it. 7, you do not make it. So this is what happens.
Uh-oh.
Where is the thing? Okay, oh, what I was casting also is how I'm feeling right now. So that was funny. Okay, so roll me a d10, please.
Everybody?
Nope, just to whom failed.
Ah.
Fade lore.
1d10.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Okay, so suddenly it's like the fog rolls in and it triggers you and your whole reality seems to be confused. And you use your action as you're dancing to make a melee attack against one of the people around you.
Oops.
So you can either roll for it or you can just pick somebody to attack.
it has to be one of my group members.
Yeah, on stage.
No.
Okay, unfortunately, I think I'll have to roll for it. Wait, how many? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4 people on stage. Wait, what? 3 people on stage. It's Brig and Poppy. Actually, it's just you, Brig, and Poppy. So if you want to flip a coin or roll a d6 and
Okay,
odds and
yeah,
evens.
I'll flip a coin. I have one. Tails is Brig. Heads is Poppy. Tails.
Okay, so as you're like almost done with this song, I'm glad that you finished it for us. But please, both of you narrate to me what happens as you're going to make a melee attack against Brig. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh no, a melee attack. Let's see, I can just choose any melee attack, basically.
Yep, as long as it's melee.
All right, let's see. I have a ram. Okay, so Brig is performing this amazing song. Sully thinks that she's mesmerizing on her lyra. All of a sudden, this feeling comes over her. Everything sort of shifts, like.
I'm rocking out.
She looks over at Bryn, like wide-eyed, hops down out of her hoop, and then snaps the hoop. It turns back into a baton. She magnetizes it to her back. Then does that thing on the ground, like with her hooves. Points her head down and heads right at Brig.
Brig, you only notice this because the audience goes, and
I'm
as they're coughing up all the fog that's happening here. So go ahead and roll to attack Sully. You don't have to use this here, but Sully and Phalor, you're both inspired by Jay Virgo, who's in the audience, and you get a reroll. Each one of you gets a reroll.
Thank you so much. Maybe I'll use it for the
I need it.
the low, super low. Hey, 4 plus 7 hit.
That misses.
That misses, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I would
So-
still say I would be like holding out a note and be like,
She just keeps going. She keeps running.
But I dodged out of the way at the very last second. I saw her out of the corner of my eye. But it still screwed up the high note.
That was cool.
It does jar the audience. Oh my goodness, what is happening up there? And it's like, the record stops and it gets really quiet. So now everyone roll me initiative so that we can go in order, please.
Ooh,
Oh
Oh,
boy.
you
boy.
guys are being nice to me tonight. That's a dirty 20.
All right.
2. Can I
Okay,
use my inspiration?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Who got a dirty 20?
That was Poppy.
Puppy.
3. Oh my god. This is
Next.
dice
Go to
jail.
16.
All right. 16. Next up.
17.
Stars of the 17. Brig.
18.
18. Cool. And then I got a 19. All right. 19. Okay, so first up, we're just now going to go in the order of everything that's happened. Poppy, you just watched all of this happen in front of you. You were rocking out those dancing lights. Zaris was helping you with dancing lights, and suddenly this situation happens. What do you do?
Oh, so as Sully is passing, I think that this is definitely part of the choreography, without question. So she's passing by, and I'm just like throwing more lights around her and like minor illusions of like glitter and sparkles as she rams into the wall. Like, yes, good job. Do
One of the
that.
horns is stuck in the wall. And she's like, ah!
Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, is there anyone else like in any capacity? I know you said the record's scratched. Is anyone else coming towards the stage or anything?
No, not at all.
No, then absolutely. I am just using cantrips to make extra sparkles and highlight Sully's wonderful move.
Awesome. As the sparkles burst into the air, and Brig, you look over, and the sparkles take the shape of Girasol, he's in the audience and has donated a reroll for Brig. So thank you. Thank you,
Oh,
Cynthia.
Thank you, Girasol.
That was super sweet. Siren love.
Girasol.
All right, next up, Calrath looks over. He's like, and he rushes out with this other person. The cat is standing there and is like looking up at the audience. And that is all they're going to do. Nobody comes on stage. Yeah, so next up is Brig.
Oh my goodness. So is Sully still attacking me?
No. that's
No.
the wall.
Okay.
That was it.
To the wall.
Then I'll jump off the stage in the let me see. What are my choices right now? If Sully's not like
Sully is stuck in the wall.
right.
You look out in the audience. Actually, roll me a perception check at disadvantage because there's a lot of fog.
Yeah. At disadvantage, I got an 11.
Ooh, you could barely see. You see Zaris only because there's a lot of flowers and it just really kind of stands out, but only barely, and it's hard to see through the fog. You definitely don't see Phalor, and you don't see back in that booth where the tiger or Calrath were. And Sully is embedded into a wall with their horns.
Surrounded by lights.
And yeah.
Yeah, and look, here's the thing. I'm gonna go towards where Zaris is, or where I think Zaris is, because sorry, Sully, I just met you and you just attacked me, so I'm not helping you right now. I'm going towards where Zaris is.
So you jump
Fair.
off the front of the stage, you walk off the side. This is your movement.
I jump off the front.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. The way this looks is there's a stage, and then it's like, the Disney Hall, Symphony Hall, where it's just like people.
Yeah. Mhm.
Cool. You jump into the audience.
All right.
Roll me acrobatics.
Nice. 15. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Actually, it's better than that. It's 20. It's a 23.
Wow.
So Phalor and Zaris, you see, so Phalor, Zaris, and Sully, you look over and you see Brig do this acrobatic somersault off the front, and it reminds you again of Girasol, who has donated for a reroll for the three of you. So Sully, Zaris, and Phalor, you also get rerolls.
Thank you.
Yay! Thanks, Cynthia. I
Yeah.
know she wishes she were here
Mhm.
and she couldn't make
Oh,
it. So thank you, Cynthia. We love you so much. All right. So that was that. Brig, you did a move. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Have I used my whole movement to get? Can I get closer to Zaris now, or what do I see?
I
Can I
mean,
dash?
you basically would have to dash to get there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dash through if I can.
Okay. Brig goes, lands in between aisles like it's really magical, and kind of like walk on seat backs and jump in. And some people are like, oh, this is brilliant, brilliant. And
It's all part of the act,
anyway.
folks. It's all part of the stage show.
All right, Zaris, it is your turn.
So as I cast all those things, I was walking toward my little kitty, and I want to cast Hunter's Sense. So I can learn this pretty kitty's little vulnerabilities and what kind of treat little kitty would like.
Oh, okay. Meat. Absolutely meat. I mean, that's going to be your first thing right there.
Any specific meat?
Nope, no specific meat. It's a tiger. It likes meat.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
So let's see here. You also want to know what else?
Um,
Vulnerabilities.
Yes.
Um,
I mean, I'm not going to hurt the tiger. I just
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to get the kitty away.
yeah, it's a cat. So,
Yep.
it's a predator. You know
Great.
that. Yeah.
Great. So as I cast this hunter sense, and I'm like, okay, yes, meat. I speak with the kitty, and I sing very gently in my best kitty voice. Pretty little kitty, you wanting some meat? Pretty little kitty kitty, I've got you a treat. Come with me. Your owner, Calrath, said you get an extra wonderful juicy treat for being so good in staying.
Oh my God, that was really beautiful. However, go ahead and make me a deception.
Okay. 22.
Oh, that is so good. The cat's like, and is kind of like swaying with you and like mesmerized by you. At first, doesn't notice you because it's kind of checking stuff out, but when it does, it's like kind of locks eyes with you, and you've now become a tiger charmer. Congratulations.
Hmm.
Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Fantastic. Sully, this is Poppy. Poppy, you suddenly get a vision in your mind's eye of a lava fire genasi dancing in front of you as you start daydreaming, and suddenly Cynthia has given you a reroll. Thanks, Cynthia.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. Next up, we have Zaris, and then Phalor.
Okay. Failure takes a little bit of a she's trying to figure out how close to the fog cloud like Zaris is to lure the dragon, not the dragon, excuse me, the tiger.
The dragon.
away.
All right.
To lure the tiger away. Like is she close to is she kind of wrapped into the fog cloud, or is she kind of like on the edge of it?
On the edge of it, yeah.
Okay. So I want to get to the edge too, just so I can kind of like be there as like we're all dancing and swaying and doing our thing. And I see Zaris is like charmed the tiger. I want, what I'm trying to do is I want from where I am to try to see what is going on with the chancellor, what he's looking at, what he seems afraid of, what's going on. Because
He
I'm
left.
curious.
He went out the door.
Left.
Yeah, you watched him walk right by and out.
Okay. Then I am preparing I'm gonna prepare my spell. I'm going to use polymorph. The moment that I see the tiger go into that fog cloud, I'm gonna step into it just enough so I can hear it pass me, and then boom, I'm gonna turn into it. And before I do that, I go to like I see Zaris, I'm near her, so I'm dancing, and under my breath, I kind of whisper to her, just so you know, I can be this for a solid hour, and I'm going to be it for a solid hour because I think he'll come back after an hour. And if not, it's a long time to ask a tiger to not pee and or eat people. So I'm going to be the tiger for a whole hour. I just want you to be aware.
That is so fierce. You do you, girl.
I just want you to know. And so take care of this animal for a whole hour, and I'll try to do some digging if I can while I am it.
Sounds good. They don't call me the tiger charmer for nothing.
Oh, and a little bit of this. Like some like black gunk comes out of my mouth. It's inspiration for you. That has inspiration. I need Zaris.
So much liquid at me today. Just so much. So much.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I just threw up a bit, but I hope you feel more inspired.
Yep.
That's my turn.
All right. Do you move?
Yeah, so I want to, like, after I say that to her, I take like a couple steps back just to be in the fog cloud, just enough to be like visually obscured. So I can do the switcheroo.
Cool. So you, from my history of gaming with you, your polymorph has always been a little funny.
Oh yeah.
How has it changed, or is it still a little funny?
I still have to roll for it. I still got to roll for it for my own personal device, but I do have re-rolls. So if it goes bad, I'm totally gonna use it. Okay, let's see. First initial roll. Not too bad. I just do straight rolls. I'm still gonna burn my re-roll. Oh, I'm still gonna burn my last re-roll because this matters if I can get a nat 20. Okay, so I rolled, and usually you have me, or I add my like performance or some I add my modifier. So I got my other re-rolls were too low. I was trying to get a nat 20, but I got like a 27 on performance. So I would say I still want it to be off. I still want it to be a little off. So
all right, you name it.
I think like as I'm like visualizing it, because again, I'm holding the spell until the creature is there, but I'm like channeling the tiger, and I get like a little too into the eye of the tiger theme. And like there's just like a little bit more muscle, a little bit like this animal, you know, really has been running up and down stairs for a long time. Like it's like an 80s sequence tiger. So to the naked eye, you couldn't tell, but it's really about what's on the inside.
Amazing. Awesome. Just kind of beefy. And for some reason, there's this like purring happening in the audience. No one really knows where it's coming from. It's
Yes.
And just for flavor, real deep flavor, there is an eye inside of its mouth down the throat. So like the eye of the tiger is there.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Sully.
Yes. I'm still stuck in a wall in case anybody has forgotten.
Would you like to get out of the wall?
She's like, hello, can somebody help me over here? And she's trying to like push herself. And she pushes really hard, and as she disconnects with the wall, she like rips an entire chunk out of the chancellor's like beautiful wall, and like glass and stuff starts flying, and somebody nearby is drinking something like, ah, and they go running, and she stands up and she's like, what was that? What? And she looks around and sees the chaos going on. She sees Brig jumping off the stage. She sees the tiger disappearing and then returning. She sees people looking around confused, and she's like, we're not done. We're gonna do an encore. What's going on here? Brig?
The only one that you can
I'm
see is Poppy. Everyone else is gone.
I got as
The
far away.
messages-
I got as far away from you as possible, as quickly as I could.
I'm just at the
Sully
front of
on
the stage clapping
does
for
like
you.
a bow, a bow. Thank
People
you.
are like-
you can be here every Thursday. You can catch our latest single and music video and all that stuff. Let me just get off the stage now. She steps off the stage and she's like, "Where is everybody? They left me here stuck in a wall. What happened? What was that? Did you do that?"
Oh no. No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. I thought that was part of your dance.
No, it wasn't part of the routine to attack Brig.
Oh, we ran right past him into the wall, and I don't know. I just got here. I'm just trying to support you. So I will keep in mind that if you attack any of your bandmates again, I will know that.
And you let me know if I start attacking any bandmates. You tell me I'm doing it, all right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Can do.
Nice work. Right. Where did
Sully,
everyone go?
Sully, make me a Arcana check.
17.
Fantastic. You know that somebody cast a spell on you.
All of
And
a
the
sudden,
spell was
Sully's-
confusion because you got real confused. But that's
Sully's
about
eyes-
all you getting out of the wall and talking to Poppy. That's pretty much all you can do for your
Yeah.
turn, unless
That's
there
all I
is
can
a
do.
bonus action you would like to do.
No. Well, all I'm going to do now is just sort of, she's going to attempt to message Brig. Where the heck are you? Why did you take off and leave me there? And hope he returns back. That's it.
I messaged back, "You attacked me."
But were you killed dead? I do not think so.
I wasn't going to wait around to find out.
They could come back and get me out of the wall. Instead, you left me there. Get back in the arena. Where are the others?
I go back to my original point. You attacked me.
And that's
Sorry, I'll
about all the
explain.
conversation that you can have in this 6 seconds. And poor Sully's just like standing on the stage, like, "Ugh." And it's gonna lead us all the way back to the top, which is Poppy's turn.
Okay. I would like to look around and I know that Phalor kind of dipped into the fog, but if I can like flutter around in the fog a little bit to see if I can find Phalor as a tiger, I would like to go and try and like land on Phalor.
Awesome. So you fly around. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
'Cause the fog is now super thick.
Okay. With disadvantage it's a 13.
It's really cute. So Sully, when you're looking in the audience, you see Poppy fly out. It's almost like the little wings are creating these little tunnels, and there's poppies just like kind of floating around like this, moving around, creating this break in the fog. Poppy, you see 2 tigers. One of them is Zaris is talking to.
I will go to the one that Zaris is talking to. That must be
right.
our friend.
Awesome. You go to land on it, and Zaris, you're sitting there, you're kind of cooing this thing, but it sees that Poppy is coming over, and it is going to try to snatch Poppy out of the air with its teeth. And as a reaction, it is going to do this. That is a 2 on the dice, so it just
Oh, Sailor.
no response.
I'll if I was able to successfully land on its back, I'm just riding this tiger.
It's doing this thing, and it's turning its head, and that's gonna be that whole situation there. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, I'm just petting it. That's it for me.
Awesome. Okay, it is now its turn, and it's going to snipe at you with its mouth again. And that is going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that is a 5 points of damage as it just like snap. I don't know. God. Okay, hold on. This is where D&D gets a little funny. How on earth is a giant white tiger going to snap at a pixie and not pop it? Not pop the poppy. So we'll say
Magic.
that, yeah, it grazes you, right? How many hit points do you have?
In total, I have 53 plus the additional like 7 that I rolled earlier. I'm not squishy.
How is that
particularly.
even possible? That's Fey magic.
Yeah.
Its teeth seem to grind against whatever magical armor that you have on you. And so you can feel the impact, but it just like scratches through that for 5 points of damage.
Oh. Oh, I can't really do anything back to it because we're in initiative. Never mind.
Yeah. And then that is it. That's all that's happening there. Next up is Brig.
Okay, so I'm by Zaris now, right?
Yeah, you definitely see that Poppy landed on this tiger. You also see that there's another tiger, and you think you got there in time to know that it's Phalor, and it's all beefy, like way extra beefy. And Poppy is petting the wrong tiger.
And I know that.
Yeah.
I messaged her, "You're petting the wrong tiger."
Oh. Oh.
But since I made it over to where Zaris was, do I see where the governor is?
The Chancellor.
Chancellor, yeah.
You did see the Chancellor leave.
Could
Chancellor is in another area of the Symphony Hall.
I'm going to go in the direction of where I saw him go.
Okay. So make yourself a perception check as you walk out into that that congregation area that seems that most of the party is happening, where people are mingling.
I want to use my reroll.
Yes.
And that was worse. I got an 11 before, and then I re-rolled, and now I got a 7.
What it looks like is, first you see Calrath, and then it kind of looks like Calrath, and then it kind of looks like Calrath, and perhaps there are people cosplaying as Calrath, only a couple of them, so it's really hard to track which one's which.
Cosplayers. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I just stay close to the real tiger to make sure that I can be there to react if he starts eating Poppy.
Okay, so you move your movement out, but then you're basically gonna dash back in. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Next up, we have Zaris.
Oh, you're muted.
Thank you. I should have cleared my throat. I have all of the meat licorice that I've acquired, and I have each of them in between my fingers, almost like this little claw of meat. So I start to. Can I make a perception check to see if there's anywhere that I can take this kitty cat?
Yeah, sure. Investigation or perception.
Okay. Investigation. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah. Okay. You see that there's a. It seems like there's a crick in the wall has like portion of it that's like a secret door, but maybe there's light coming out of it, and it's kind of like a storage area. There's behind the stage, and there's out the front. Those are the 3 places that you can go.
Okay.
I mean, you can go into the seats as well if that's something you're into.
No, I want to go to wherever place is most private that has a door that I can shut.
The closest one is this closet.
Great. So I go into the closet with the kitty cat, and I'm still kind of singing this.
Is Poppy still on its back?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet, so.
Cool.
Mosquito.
So it's coming with Poppy.
Is it coming with Poppy?
I hope so.
So go ahead and roll me persuasion.
Okay.
As you are noticing that this tiger is distracted.
23.
It is no longer distracted. You are a monster hunter. This is what you do. If you know these things very well, and you pull out extra meat licorice, and it follows you. Every once in a while, it tries to snap back at Poppy, but it's going to move with you. And Poppy, yeah, I guess you're riding this tiger now.
Here we go.
Who's the chancellor here? Okay. Next up, sorry, Zaris, is that the end of your turn?
I think that's all I can do, unless I can. Can I do a spell, or did that count as my action?
No, that was just talking to it.
Okay, great. Well, I would like to put this little kitty cat to sleep.
Ah. Okay, are you going to do that after you go into this room?
Yes.
Awesome. So this is what's going to happen. You go into the room, Poppy's on the back of this tiger, and you're going to roll me 5d8.
I already did, and it's 23.
Cool. Let's see. 23. Poppy, how many hit points do you have left?
I have currently
Oh
55.
no. Oh, no.
Okay. Unfortunately, how many hit points do you have, Zaris?
67.
Okay. It unfortunately is not enough to put this tiger to sleep. It has more hit points than you cast.
Okay.
And then suddenly you remember it's an area of effect spell, and it will attack anybody who's in the vicinity. Just a FYI. And yeah, so it didn't go off, but that happened. And next up, so Phalor, Poppy, they're in the closet. Phalor, you are a cat. You're a beefy tiger man.
Yes. So I was holding that spell, and then so the moment that everything seemed to kind of trade off, I had turned into that while the action was happening. And I like just cat it up. Like I take a seat and I sit there and I am in full cat mode.
Are you looking for a litter box?
Well, when I polymorph, I do take on certain attributes of the creature that I polymorph into. It's just a part of the actual spell. So I am like on guard cat, but like a little like hungry. I didn't really eat I didn't eat enough grapes. And so my tummy's rumbling, and so I'm definitely growling at people around me.
Awesome. Are you chewing on anything and or clawing up any furniture?
I'm trying to behave because I feel that the tiger would behave.
Oh, good. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Wisdom.
As suddenly your primal instincts start to take over, question mark?
That is a
Yep.
non-natural 20.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, all right, that's good. Oh, and that's with the tiger wisdom?
I don't think I take on the wisdom of it. I think I take everything else though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, it
Well,
says
that's
it's
good.
mental ability scores, which is that intelligence? I don't think it's wisdom. Mental ability is usually the intelligence. So you gain the intelligence of the animal, and this creature is probably not that smart. So
It's
I'm very
super not smart. It's
Yeah, so-
actually, yeah, it's a -4.
Yeah, so I'm incredibly dumb, like Dirtle dumb. If you remember the Dirtle sequence, I'm Dirtle dumb levels, but I still am wise.
Awesome. Okay, so wisdom, you're fine. You do feel urges, but you know not to do that. You know it's bad kitty. Okay, next up we have Sully.
Oh God. Okay, well, okay. Sully's still on stage, and even though nobody's watching at this point, she's doing the "Hello, my baby," "Hello, my darling," "Hello, my ragtime," sort of like on stage, like what the. And she puts her baton back in her back, and she jumps off the stage, and she like grabs someone's drink out of their hand and like throws it down and hands them back the empty glass. Does she see anyone in front of her at all? She saw
People-
Poppy zoom away.
Yeah,
and the
like there's
crew.
like nobody up there. You're all by yourself. You see Brig and there's a tiger.
She then casts Identify on herself to see if she can tell what spell was on her or what kind of what kind of effect it was?
Well, it wore off, but you definitely know that you were confused. So I won't make you waste an action
Okay.
for that. That you're like,
Okay.
I was really confused. I'm no longer confused. That's not okay.
Yeah, she's pissed. She doesn't like people messing with her mind. But I do see a tiger, right? She starts galloping toward the tiger.
Okay,
She
so you can
looks-
basically dash to get there, and that's going to be your action and your movement.
Yes. Oh, it is?
Yeah. But you'll be
Okay,
there in the
gee.
action with everyone else.
Okay. At least she's in the action, but I can't speak to the tiger yet, right? Because that's another
Um,
action.
If you say like a sentence, it's okay.
Okay. She's not sure if it's the tiger, so Sully just sort of leans in and looks at the tiger and says, "Are you Phalor, kitty cat?" Well, that was effective. Just kidding.
And that's about all you can do there.
Yes.
And this goes back to Poppy. Poppy, you know you were in a closet. Zaris just tried to sleep everybody. Everyone knows about it, except for the cat doesn't realize what's happening. You know you're on the wrong cat. What do you do?
Okay. If I'm in a closet, presumably there's like a little gap under the door.
Uh-huh.
Is it a large enough gap that I could potentially under it to get out of the closet?
I mean, that's a really good idea, so you should do it.
Okay. So yeah, I will do my best to, you know what? I will even just to avoid tipping off the tiger, I will misty step to the little door jam and then just kind of slide under it.
You foiled my plan.
I knew it was gonna eat me. I've been
Awesome.
small for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so my question to you is, do you pop up in front of the door and then crawl it through?
I believe I could only misty step to an area that I can see within 30 feet.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
I would put myself just kind of under the door.
Cool.
Like
Awesome. And then you crawl through and use the rest of your movement to get out, correct?
yes. I'd like to, if Zaris is in the room, get towards or whoever I can see in the room of our party. If Sully has gotten to that point. I don't know
Yeah,
which tiger
Sully's
Sully's at.
there, Brig
Yeah.
is there, not Tiger, Tiger's there.
I would love to head towards the party.
Okay, so you flutter over, and suddenly you hear from behind you, boom, as that closet door is broken open and the tiger is just crashed through it. And Zaris, you saw as Poppy's little legs were coming through that the tiger clocked it and just went for it. That's all it's going to do, as it's now broken through and trying to like get its bearings as it just went head first into a wall. But people are screaming now in the audience and they're running, and everyone on the party, you definitely see this. And that was its turn.
Gets the cats out of the bag.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. And Brig, it is your turn.
Okay, so here's what's going on. This is a crazy situation, so it calls for something even crazier to happen. So am I within 120 feet of the tiger, the real
Yes.
tiger, the one that just
Mhm.
broke through? And
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw it break through, right?
Mhm.
All right. I pull out my wand of wonder, point it at the tiger,
Oh my god.
Oh
and
my
hope
gosh.
for the best.
Oh my god.
What?
Here we
Brig.
go.
Why?
Why?
It's gonna eat people, including possibly us.
Woo!
Oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled
Sign of
a
death.
60, so
Mm.
We're never getting invited back again.
Oh boy.
grass grows on the ground in a 60-foot radius centered on the target. If grass is already there, it grows 10 times its normal size and remains overgrown for 1 minute. So that's my turn.
The cat starts going like this, looks very confused, but then starts kind of rolling around in it. And it's like,
Yes. Yes.
and then starts to eat it. Good job,
catnip?
Brig.
I
Wait.
tame the cat. I'm the cat tamer.
Just to understand, that's 60 feet of grass. Like it just grows everywhere.
Yeah, it grows everywhere.
Like
And
on the
10 times its
walls?
size.
No, only if
only
there
if
was-
grass was already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess it only it just says it grows in the ground for 60 feet.
It doesn't say how long it lasts. It just does.
It only says if grass is already there, it remains
Nice.
overgrown for 1 minute. But I think the grass is just there now.
Cool. All right. You hear some people applauding. You hear some people screaming. Zaris, you're behind the door. Everyone can just see your feet because the tiger went through the bottom half of the door.
Oh boy. All right. So I want to come out of the door. I don't know if this is going to be possible, but what I would like to do is I want to cast Ensnaring Strike on myself. And I really don't want to hit the cat, but I want to hit next to the cat with both of my arrows, one on each side, so that when it hits, it'll go around its neck and create a leash of thorns, of vines.
Thorns or vines?
Well, it's a mass of thorny vines. So
Roll me an Arcana, because do you want it to be thorny?
I mean, I don't want to hurt the kitty.
Okay, roll Arcana. If you get under a 12, then it won't be thorny.
Okay, I got a 13, but I'm going to use my reroll.
And don't forget you have inspiration too.
And I'm going to do one more reroll because I have 2. I have a 12.
Nice, perfect. Okay, so you kind of do that, and you got these arrows that have thorns in them, and you kind of make sure all the thorns are out, and you strike. So go ahead and strike the ground. Just make it over a 10.
It was a 15.
Perfect. And they land next to the tiger, and the tiger now is realizing that it's kind of caught, and it's starting to growl and fight against it. Is there anything else you would like to do in this moment?
I want to try to cast sleep on a second level, on a higher level.
Okay.
I already rolled for it because I knew it was a lot of rolls. I got a 41.
Perfect. So you have the 2 spells, right?
Mhm.
Is that what it was? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that you
And
had
sleep
that
is not,
one.
yeah, and sleep is not a concentration spell too. So
All right, cool. So, yes.
night.
Night. Kitty's like, "Ugh," and then just lump falls to the ground. Okay, everybody sees this. The audience, some are applauding, some are screaming still. Phalor, you're a cat. It is your turn.
Well, I'm just full kitty right now. So like I will say, just for flavor text, I think that as a cat fae lore, like this creature is just doing its own thing, and it kind of has to pee too, and it doesn't actually need to pee. What that sensation is inside is haste waiting to be used. So it's from the liquid that she drank earlier. So it kind of like, like the golden shower inside releases, and this cat is going to just like hastily pee, like dash up the main audience and just like pee as it's running up towards the chancellor, because I want to be by the
Okay.
chancellor's side. That's my mission.
So here's the thing. The chancellor is out in the lobby. So what has happened is, what I'm hearing is that you are pee running all the way out into the lobby. People are screaming. Everyone here hears screaming. And suddenly from that room, well, first roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
16.
You found him. So everybody in there hears gasping, squealing, and suddenly you hear Sweetie, what are you doing? And that's what's going to happen out there. It'll take you a dash to get out. Well, I guess that is your movement and your dash. Is there anything you want to do? Like, I mean, you're hasted.
Pretty
So,
much can't do anything else. I'm just
all
this
right. So
tiger
it'll
for
take,
about an hour.
yeah, and you're basically peeing as your action.
She's like crop
Right.
dusting, like crop peeing.
I just wanted to release that. I wanted to release it, the action that it was. I just wanted it to go so that's why I could focus.
What has gone into you, sweetie? And that. All right. So that is what's happening there. And next up, we have Sully.
Sully's just wondering where everybody is at this point. So she's going to throw her baton up in the air and turn into a hoop. She's going to hoist herself up into it. So she has sort of a vantage point over the room and like look to see if she can see anyone. Like, where's Brig? She saw the cat run out peeing on itself.
Another
Looking to
cat
see
is
Brig.
asleep with Zaris. Brig, it was just standing there as he'd run back into the room to see the cat run out of the room. There's just chaos abound. Poppy is just flying around in circles, kind of trying to keep up with everyone.
Okay, from the hoop, she's going to message Brig. Did you see where the Chancellor went? It's me, Sully.
Nope. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you, person who just attacked me.
It was a mistake. I'm sorry. I'll explain. Somebody cast a spell on me, and to be honest with me, I thought it was you.
All right, fair enough.
Something very weird is going on here. I'm serious. Something really weird is going on, and it's not me.
I
mean,
agree
say
with you.
something bothers me and something makes me, but this is not me at all. Something happened to me on that stage, and I'm not sure what it was. I'm worried now because isn't it something where if we don't complete this task in a certain amount of time, we're gonna get thrown out?
I think we're way beyond that at this point. We're in the middle of a riot.
Oh no. So Sully's gonna jump out of the hoop, and can I use my movements to run toward Brig right now?
Mhm.
Okay, she runs over to Brig, and she has her mage hand, and she's like, "Don't worry about it," and she just sort of pokes him with it, and the mage hand disappears. I'm serious. Something happened to me. I wouldn't attack you unless you did something that made me mad. I
All right,
promise.
well, I'm going to choose to believe you right now because we got to find out where the Chancellor is. You're right.
You didn't see where he went.
I saw a direction he went, but then when the tiger got loose, I came back in. So we can go in that direction.
Let's find him, because otherwise we are going to be in big trouble, and we will have failed Vlanya, like colossal failure level sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're at catastrophic failure, but colossal failure is even worse. So let's
next.
let's hold that. I don't even know what's next after that. So let's try to find him. Let's go.
Where's the little one first? The little tiny one. Poppy. Where'd she go?
Poppy, and Poppy is next. So Poppy is right behind you.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I was just fluttering kind of like above the grass line. And I'll when you say that, I'll like head up to your shoulder.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. You're my best friend. I'll do anything for you. How can I help?
Are you okay?
Oh, I almost got eaten by a tiger, but I'm all right.
What? Wait, Phalor tried to eat you?
Oh, no, I thought it was Phalor. And it was not Phalor. They do look remarkably similar.
Okay, all right. Which one was peeing on the way out the door? The real tiger or the fake one?
No, that was definitely Phalor, oddly enough.
This is a problem. All right, well, okay, one is asleep. I'm assuming the one that ran out the door is...
Yeah, that's my best friend Phalor.
All right. I thought I was your best friend.
We're all best friends. Isn't it amazing?
You know, because my feelings are being kind of hurt here. I mean, I've never really had a best friend before, and I was sort of hoping you'd be my best friend.
Look, I'm very small, but my heart is very big. So much to go around.
All right, then. Wait, okay. So we have to find the Chancellor right now. Brig is here. Cat Litterbox, Cyrus is here. Let's go.
So you guys actually are, the cat's asleep and wrapped up in a very comfy cocoon of vines inside of grass, inside of a symphony hall. And the lot of you are pretty much free to do as you wish. Phalor seems to be outside and you don't know what she's up to. Do you wish to go outside?
Yes, you have to find
Very much
him.
so.
You guys walk into that lobby area, and it looks like Calrath has a lot of people around him. And Phalor, what are you doing as he's trying to reprimand you? And I'm so embarrassed, sweetie. I thought you were finished with this.
So I am just playing the part to see if I can get him to calm down so I can kind of keep my ear to the ground with him for a little bit.
We are going home right now. Okay, roll me a persuasion or performance.
Okay. Persuasion or performance? Okay. Performance. 30.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What is your intent? What are you trying to get him to do exactly? This guy loves you. He is just like my kitty. And he's also very embarrassed and he's trying to reprimand you, but he's kind of embarrassed about reprimanding you in public, but he will do it. And people are complaining about the pee everywhere and cat pee plus those pheromones is just a hot mess. And so people are like, prestidigitating like in front of their faces.
I think the goal would be like he wants to take me somewhere private. So that way I can kind of get some one-on-one time with him for the small amount of time I can.
So you buckle and you start whimpering. You go on your hands and knees and kind of put your nose inside of your hand, your paws, and he's like, "Oh, sweetie, look at you. You're just a mess. Oh, this is so sad. Come with me. Let's go to the restroom. Come." And so he leads you into the men's room and is talking to you like very intimately. Like he's very cooing and he's like, "Oh, my baby, my little baby, my sweetie." And he like gets out towels and he's like wiping you down very preciously and kind of like what looks like a this is what you guys do and this is a normal thing. And he has this like rhythm that he goes about. Everyone else, you see this happen where you see him take a cat Phalor into the bathroom.
Pull them into the bathroom. Cyrus, Brig.
I would love to help. Very small. I could sneak into the bathroom and then I can try and read his thoughts.
I could just point my wand at the bathroom.
Whoa.
What happens then?
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, anything could happen.
You're going to point the wand at the bathroom?
I could sneak in.
Okay.
Okay. And then I could detect his thoughts.
Really?
What am I
All right, that's probably a better plan.
Then
okay.
Let's do that.
Good.
Let's all just go in the bathroom now.
Oh, we're all going? All right.
Yes.
I have to be together
Nonchalantly, all of
anyways.
us. Yeah, nonchalantly. And then you read his thoughts.
Yes. I'm on it.
I'll go in the other stall. All right.
Great.
So Sully pushes the door open to the bathroom. Brig.
I'm gonna stay right outside.
You're not gonna go in the bathroom.
Oh, excuse me, you're in the wrong restroom.
Yeah. Excuse me.
This is the men's room.
Oh yeah.
Not the little fawn's room.
I'll go in. Sorry.
Oh,
I got confused myself. Is this
Break shoulder.
Okay. Yeah.
that's a big cat you have there, sir. I didn't mean that.
Oh,
Let me just
thank you. You guys, so Poppy and Brig, as the door closes on everyone else, you see he kind of is trying not to be as cooey with his tiger, but he kind of can't help it. And he's just brushing, and Phalor's just purring.
Uh-huh.
Crazy time out there, huh?
I mean, it's not his fault. He's, sometimes cats blatter, they're sitting in one place. It's very complicated.
I mean, I guess I just mean like all the people running around and screaming and that other stuff. Or
I don't know what
leave
you
the
mean.
room? Oh, you left the room before you saw that, huh?
What happened?
Apparently a tiger got loose, but this tiger looks as tame as can be.
Well, he was running about. He kind of looks down and glares, but then cracks a smile. Oh, but he'll do what he does. It's fine. Everything's fixable.
On the 9th level, huh?
Actually, this never happens up here. It's quite exciting.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought
But
it
don't
happened
let
up here
us
all the time.
interrupt you. Oh, no, not at all. It's very, very reasonable up here. Very quiet. Very sensible. But please don't let me interrupt what you are doing.
Yep.
He kind of like averts his eyes.
Okay.
I will cast Detect Thoughts.
Awesome.
It is a wisdom
So-
save of 14.
Yes. So, where are you? Okay. He says, "Excuse me? Were you trying to get in my mind?"
Me?
And he looks back, and you see it's almost like his cloak, because he stands up and is much taller than you expected. He's like, "If you please, I am the Grand Chancellor of Salvata. You must leave."
I'll flutter
And
up
growl.
in front of him and I'll go,
Actually, that was me.
If you please leave right now.
or what?
He starts doing this thing with his hand. And you can almost feel the magic coming off of him. And you've not sensed magic this great before.
Can I do something as I say or what?
Yes, what would you like to do?
I would like to use my Fey presence to try and frighten him.
Please tell us what that looks like.
Yes. So if you think of like the mythological take on fairies, of them being much less cute and pleasant than Poppy presents herself, her teeth kind of like elongate out of it and her eyes become very like deeply sunken in and go fully completely black, and her back kind of like hunches over, and these like kind of bulges stick out of it as her posture kind of climbs over. She's still very small, but her skin turns to like kind of a pale green color and her nails grow out to just this like unkempt point on each finger.
He goes, and suddenly you have been counterspelled. So you just like pop back into little Poppy. He says, "I understand entertainers are very excitable. You have one chance to leave this restroom before I call the authorities."
You will have to catch me and I will fly.
He looks very stern, and you not even sensed this kind of magic before, Brig. You've never been this close to someone as powerful.
Okay. I'm like, hey, the people they let in here these days, am I right?
Dead, just like deadpan. He's just like unamused.
All right, I back out of the restroom.
And he gets back down on his knees. "Oh, you little kitty, those people are interrupting us. Isn't that terrible?" And he's just totally in it with you, Phalor. Phalor, what do you do in this situation?
So again, I just continuing to stay by his side up until I need to find a diversion, and then I can transform back into myself. But I am truly just trying to spend time with him to get as much information as possible.
Awesome. So the two of you exit the restroom. Everyone else is watching as you're moving around. He doesn't seem to notice Brig or Poppy again, and he's mingling with other people. It seems that whoever he met with, he's like already met with them, and he's not going to have another conversation. But you know, as the next 40 minutes pass, what are you doing to gather more information here?
Well, anytime like somebody seems shifty nearby, or he maybe he'll pass some hushed words or something, I just want to keep my ear to the ground. And with the tiger senses I have, really make sure that my ears are like keeping in tune, because he's probably talking with a lot of people high up. I just want to see what I can get.
Cool. Roll me a perception check at advantage.
Ooh. Okay, perception and advantage. All right, be good, be good. Perception and advantage is the 17.
You hear he's actually being very casual and nonchalant, but something has perked your interest. There's a paper or something like new and crisp in his pocket that seems to grab your attention.
Okay, then if there's a time where I can kind of kitty purr next to him and give him some love, but like perfectly, maybe grab that little piece of paper, that would be great.
Awesome. Cool. So here you go. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Sleight of paw, sleight of
Yeah.
And you said disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a good first disadvantage. Please be as good as that one. Okay, 16 at disadvantage.
Awesome. You only tear his pants just a little bit, and but he kind of like pushes you down with his hand, and you grab it, and you seem to have gotten away with it.
Yes. And then I'm gonna do, the moment that happens, I'm gonna do the kitty has to pee again thing. Like I'm gonna make it like, and then I'm gonna perform it in a way where like I need privacy to pee this time. Like I don't want my owner around me while I pee, because he reprimanded me the last time I peed. So I'm like,
Awesome.
I'm like playing that thing that, you know, animals do.
Cool. Zaris, how long does sleep last for?
Sleep lasts for up to 1 minute.
Nice. Cool. All right. Sweet. Okay, where do you go, Phalor?
Yeah, just the moment that I can, like if we're outside or if we're strolling around, I just am gonna, again, like try to find some open grass and maybe duck behind a building or behind
Cool.
a crate.
You're inside. You're
Oh, okay.
inside, and the only grass is inside of that seating area where the stage was.
Yes, yeah. So then I would make my way over towards that grass, and then I would wait for him to like give me privacy, because I would feel uncomfortable otherwise unless he turned around.
You make it to the door and you do this thing, and he's like, okay, sweetie, it's all right. And you walk in, and there's the other tiger. Tiger's rolling around in the grass, sees you, clocks you, and
The moment that happens, can I do two things?
mm-hmm.
I like the moment he turns around, the moment the tiger sees me, that the moment this happens, I drop my concentration spell. I take out my DOS loot and I slightly strum my invisibility. So
Yeah.
I turn invisible right away.
Fantastic. You go invisible, and he hearing all of that noise, he runs in and goes, sweetie, what are you doing in here? Where did all that grass come from? Get over here right now. You need to be finished. We are leaving. And the cat like looks around and looks super confused, and is like, and goes sniffing towards you, and he's like, I said, come here right now. And the cat goes over, and the two of them walk off. Now everybody else sees that Calrath is leaving the building with a cat.
And then as they're leaving, I'm gonna trail behind. I'm gonna try to find my friends and do a creepy ass, like probably right behind Brig, whisper, which is just, it's me. I got it. I got a piece of paper. I did a recon for a whole hour. You guys
Awesome.
almost blew my cover. But good thing I couldn't even realize that because I was just a cat.
Great. What'd you get? Let's take a look.
I don't know, but I also feel that we should leave before we get any more curious, and we should bring it to Valanya on our way. We should just go.
All right, let's get the heck out of here.
Who are you
Awesome.
talking to, Brig? Is everything okay with you? We need to have a little discussion as a group. You're sort of talking to yourself again.
Yeah, no, it's not okay because I got attacked by my new friend.
Oh, God, we're talking about this again. We're going to get in therapy. I promise.
All right.
What's going
Well,
on?
Where'd you guys get all those plates of food? Everything looks so good. Have you just been eating the last hour? Can I grab some on my way out? Gosh.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that wants to get out of here. We could definitely put a to-go plate together, I'm sure.
Okay, good. Thank you.
We'll
Okay.
get a to-go plate, Brig.
I send a message to everyone with message. We got some recon. Let's get the heck out of here.
All right.
The hors d'oeuvres are very, very minimalist, very avant-garde. And some of them are floating. Some of them have like fog, like little fog coming out of them. It's all very strange. You recognize nothing. It smells good though.
It smells good, but we don't know what it is. Should we
It looks
hurry?
like-
I mean,
Looks like bait when I go fishing.
I don't want that. I
Smells
mean,
good.
Chris, can you use your 100 cents on whatever this meat is? Jeez.
I mean,
Smells.
I'm only going to learn its damage, immunities, resistances, and vulnerability.
But not its deliciousness?
I don't know what it will do to us.
I'd
I'll
like to
pass.
just pop on over to Phalor and be like, "Oh, I missed you. I'm so glad you're back and you're okay. I'm so happy to see you."
Yeah, you got some bite in ya. I always thought you were just like this dainty little fairy thing, but you were something else in that bathroom for a moment.
I was raised by 2 hags.
Is that who those fairies were? They were fairies. They weren't hags.
They were trying to lure you in to eat you, but I begged them not to.
I stayed overnight at your house and they were trying to put me in that vat of boiling liquid the whole time. I never.
But they decided against it. And I'm so happy they did. They never let me have friends.
I can't think of why. Anyhow, can you just grab as many of these hors d'oeuvres as you possibly can and shove them in every hole and crevasse that you all have, so we can go back to Blanya and just eat it
Fine.
while we recon.
I'll pass. Actually, that grass over there looks good. But wait, did you pee on it? Never mind.
You guys notice those tickets that you had? They're starting to blink. Boom, boom, boom.
We're going to get thrown out
boom,
soon, aren't we?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
To the
so-
elevator!
So you guys walk out of this place. You make it out to where the doorway is to the grand siphon, that center the hollow mountain that holds the water of the city. And actually, from this angle, it is bright. It is glowing. This is where that pure cassava comes from, the one that you drank earlier, and it is just absolutely beautiful. You look back and you see these little lakes, ponds, and aqueducts running off. You look over and there's these, you can kind of see the statues that are holding up, and you take a glance at the next disc, and the disc there's like something up there. There's like a cube of some sort that you can kind of gauge. But you walk into the middle of this. Actually, let me check my source here. So you guys are actually okay. So if you go to thebardbook.com, you can see the city, and you're up here on the second disc.
Whoa.
And it actually is a floating disc. The disc itself isn't held up by the bottom. On the top of the disc, you can see it's actually held up by somebody swooping down. It's like an air sculpture, or it's a sculpture that's hanging in air. And then you get to the center part, and it's actually clear. You can see people walking on the clear wall until they get down to disc and 9, 8, 7 when it goes back into the mountain. So you guys actually walked way up past the mountain in order to get there. And you make your way down, walking vertically, horizontally on the wall, and through the gardens and back to Vlanya's hideout, because Zaris was the only one that could remember the route. And you are now sitting there with Vlanya as she's welcomed you back. It is very late at night, and she welcomes you and says, "So what did you find?"
So this is how I visualize it in my head. You guys can yay or nay this, but I imagine we all circle around and we all lean in together around the table. And I pull out that piece of paper that I had grabbed. But as I do so, and as we all do it, all these hors d'oeuvres just like pile out from us. Like if the angle that we're on, like it just like fills up, and then I'm like covered in them, and then I have to like kind of pop out of the pile of hors d'oeuvres, and I have the piece of paper.
Oh, and out from the other room, thanks to I Might Be a Nerd, there is a high elf that walks out. Looks like an aristocrat, a sorceress. And she says, "Oh, Vlanya, are these your friends? Are these the sirens that you mentioned?" And she's like, "Oh, yes, please meet the sirens. Sirens, this is Serduin Silvara. This is a friend of mine who's helping with the rebellion." She's like, "Oh, what did they find?" And she grabs it out of your hands. And she goes, "Oh, isn't this wonderful? There's an auction." And essentially explains that there is an auction happening tomorrow. And that is what was in his pocket.
An ad for an auction?
Yeah. It's like kind of like a flyer.
It doesn't say what goods are up for auction.
No, but this is like Sotheby's. This is like really high-end auction.
We have to be there.
We will be there.
But how?
Well,
we need disguises.
Yes, you need disguises, especially if anybody saw you there.
Everyone did.
Well, why don't you guys stay here for the night? We can kind of rearrange the furniture and you can sleep here. And I will spend the evening with my friend Serduin Silvara, and we will try to find a way for you to get up into the auction house. I'm sure this is very, very important. We must know why Calrath is going there. And that was a 5,000 bit donation from I Might Be a Nerd for an NPC cameo.
Yay!
Thank you, Serduin Silvara. Yes, so Serduin Silvara, thank you so much. And with that, we're gonna fade, and you guys are gonna get your long rest because you won't be doing anything till tomorrow. And thank you guys. Yeah, and thank you so much, Saige, for playing with us. That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope to see you again here. Poppy is just a delight. And just like you are a delight.
Anytime.
And yeah, Kelly, I'm so glad you're back. That was it was just so fun to play with you. And the mischief today was delicious. It's everything that I hoped for. So thank you guys. And also thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the donations, all the pledges or the subs, lots of gift subs today. And also thank you guys for backing. Let's go see what our Kickstarter's doing. I kind of got lost in the game and I hadn't even checked a thing. Now we are at almost we're about $1,000 away from 160,000 for our pledge on the bardbook.com. It's for Sirens Battle of the Bards, which is a 5e D&D campaign and setting book based in this city that we're playing in called Salvata. And the whole thing kind of came from our show, Sirens. It was Sirens of the Realms on the D&D Twitch, and now it lives here on Satine Twitch. And yeah, I want to really thank my sirens for the inspiration of this. And also, if you get this book, you'll be able to be in one of Lanya's like spy network bands. So you don't have to be a bard to play this. You can actually just be your own character, and then go into go into the city and in guise as a band. So I really hope you enjoy it. If you're like, what even is this? You can check it out. We have a free sample on thebardbook.com. So it's a free PDF sample, free Sirenscape Chapter 1 sample, a Foundry VTT Chapter 1 sample, as well as Shard Chapter 1 sample. And if you like the intro video, that was written by Jason Charles Miller, and it was so much fun to sing on that. Thank you for making me sound awesome, because you really did. And also thank you to my husband for co-writing the lyrics with us. And yeah, do you guys have any things you would like to share with the audience, and also share with everybody your social medias, please? And we'll start in screen. So that'll be Alicia, Kelly, Jason, Kenley, and Saige.
Okay, am I still frozen or am I back in action?
You're back.
Okay, having internet problems tonight. Everybody, I'm Alicia Marie, and you can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body. I'm basically a costume creator, improv and role play artist, and an advocate for the deaf and hard of hearing. And obviously, I'm new here as a siren. So every Friday, I'm here. Let's come check it out. That's all for me right now.
Yay!
And I am Kelly Lynn D'Angelo. You can follow me at Kelly Lynn Dang on Twitter, is mostly where I'm most active. Check out ND&D. It's an all native game, D&D game that I DM. And check out Starry. It's a musical I wrote that is just moving forward in its different ways. So that's pretty much what's on my mind at the moment. I do a lot of fun stuff. Follow me.
Awesome. I'm Jason Charles Miller, and I'm on Twitch 5 days a week, 2 days a week on my own channel. On Tuesdays, I host a songwriting show called Bardic Inspiration on the Codename Games channel, where we wrote the Gelatinous Cube song, and we actually write it with the audience. It's really fun. Every week we write a different song about a different character or monster in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons, and if you're watching this, I think you probably do, come join us at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays on the Codename Games channel. Other than that, yeah, you can just kind of write Jason Charles Miller into your Google search, and you'll find me wherever you're looking for me. Okay.
Hi guys, I am Kenley Shae, and you can find me at Kenley Shae on all socials, KenleyShea, like Shea Stadium in New York, where the Beatles played. I am a musician, I am a DJ, I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. You can follow my band Singer and the Scientist. You can follow me on Twitch /It's DJ Ken. And speaking of which, tomorrow night we gonna be celebrating this Kickstarter. So on right here on the same page, we are going to be doing a fun D&DJ night. Zaris will be DJing, so y'all better get ready. We're gonna be playing all of the favorites. So come check it out. And then launching the new motorcycle blog under Ken's Motorcycle. So be sure to stay tuned for that one.
Thank you. I can't wait for our dance party. It's going to be so much fun. What time are we doing that at?
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Awesome. Thank you. Saige.
Hi,
Please tell
I'm
everyone.
Saige Ryan, and you can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I'm a streamer. I am also a part of the Pixel Circus channel. I play D&D over there all the time for Failed Save and Damsel's Dice and everything nice. I'm also a part of the Wizards of the Coast D&D stream, the Black Dice Society, which is every Thursday. It's a real fun, spooky horror game. You can also find me all the time on Smosh Games. I'm there pretty much every Monday and Friday playing games with the crew. That's
Yay! Oh, congratulations on all of those awesome things.
Thank you.
Everyone out there, as always, I'm Satine Phoenix, your Dungeon Master. You can find me at Satine Phoenix on all the social medias, but more than that, you can find me at thebardbook.com, because this party is going to keep going. We're doing the Kickstarter until May 22nd, which is my birthday, and on that day, we're going to have a whole lot. We have about 45 to 50 members of the cast because I'm running a game all day long. And also, if you, we just got these in, so I wanted to share these with you, those of you who are just come in. We have our wormwood trays, and so it has the city of Salvata on it, and this is the purple heart with the brass inlay, and this is the, so these are the personal trays. This is cherry wood, and this has elegant engraving. And also we have master vaults. These are so awesome. They literally just came in, so I want to make sure you guys see them. And because we have minis and we have very unique shaped dice, we have the brand new master vault designs, which I think are so super cool. You can get those as add-ons. Kickstarter did a cool thing. It's brand new. I think it's only about a month or two old, but you can get your tier, and we have tiers that have the book, PDF, VTTs, packages, character NPCs, side quests, but you can also just do a la carte. So there's the second tier down, it says add-ons only. Click that and you can just get all the dice and coins and all the accessories you want. So with that, we are going to see you here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, for our D&DJ dance party with Kenley as Zaris. So hopefully we'll see you guys in chat for a little boogie woogie. All right, thanks guys. Have a wonderful night.
Later.
Calling out below and above to save Salvata, the city that we love. An evil force has corrupted our home. Many fell and now the boss they stand alone. Blessed power rains down in waterfall. Holy magic designed by the Emerald Cabal. Injustice rots our city's very soul. Oppression is the noble's only goal. Rebellion rings in every street and every tavern hall. Now the time has come, my friends, to all answer the call. All answer the call. Now answer the Sirens, Battle of the Bards is an epic 5th edition campaign and setting, set in the decadent city of Salvata. Filled to the brim with over 300 pages, 20 adventures, over 10 new bard subclasses, and countless magical items, this is a fully immersive adventure. Mystery, intrigue, and deception lurk within every dark alley. The city of Salvata features 10 districts, including battle coliseums, amphitheaters, comedy clubs, taverns, bazaars, underground magic fighting rings, a new bardic university, and much, much more. You don't need to be a bard to adventure here. All are welcome in Salvata. Dive even further into the story with our partners, Mixed Dimensions, Wormwood, Level Up Dice, Campaign Coins, and Sirenscape. With the Weave storytelling platform, Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, Shard, and Foundry VTT, you can even play virtually. With a full orchestral soundtrack, multiple endings, and new game mechanics to encourage exploration and improvisation, Sirens Battle of the Bards places your party not only in the crucible of conquest, but at the heart of a battle for the soul of a growing empire. Will you sell out? Will the city be ground to dust? Will the heavens be lured down and open before you? Will you join the Emerald Cabal, the Rebellion, or forge your own path? The fate of tens of thousands is in your party's hands. Join our Kickstarter and inspire revolution.